But let's get started tonight in Jabalia in northern Gaza. A warning, there are distressing images coming up in Alistair Bunkle's report.
They lost 13 babies in this hospital in a single day last week. All of them died from malnutrition. They literally starved to death in a place where they should have been safe. Another baby died from lack of oxygen because the hospital's solar panels have stopped working. The medical staff have to use the torch of a mobile phone for light. This is how it is now at the only paediatric hospital still functioning in northern Gaza.
The mothers cannot breastfeed and boost their baby's immune system due to them suffering from malnutrition themselves. So how can they breastfeed their babies? Nothing can substitute breastfeeding for babies under 1 year. This is the most difficult thing we encounter with the children.
Hundreds of thousands of people remain in northern Gaza. This is the daily scramble for the little aid that is getting there. There is no sign of authority or order. It's chaos.
We haven't seen anything from the aid. Nothing at all. Nothing, no flour, no nothing. Ever since we arrived here 5 months ago, we have not received even 1 kilogram of flour or 1 kilogram of sugar. We have received nothing.
The US has said that Israel must do more to get aid into Gaza. And the UK has told Israel it is their responsibility under international law as the occupying power. But Israel insists it is doing all it can to get more aid into Gaza and blames aid organisations for not distributing it more effectively. But in a frank admission, the Israeli body which controls the Gaza border has told Sky News that more crossings could be opened for aid directly into the north if the Israeli government gave the order. In theory, could you open up more crossings, more land crossings, directly into the north, for example?
Again, so that would be a decision that needs to be made, as you mentioned, by the government. And if they were to make such a decision, then we would find a way to facilitate their decision. But at the moment...
So you could do it? If you were given the orders or the instructions to do so, that could happen?
If the directive came from the government, then COGAT would find a way to fulfill that mission, as we've done with many different humanitarian initiatives throughout the war.
In southern Gaza, children queue with their pots for a helping of beans scooped from a barrel. For many of them, it will be the only meal they eat in the day. It's no longer just the war they're running from. Hunger stalks them. A famine is looming. And this is Rafah, where the Israeli military wants to invade next.
Every day there are people who die from starvation. Every day children are taken to hospitals, but there are no services available. Because hospitals have no medicine, no beds, no equipment, no treatment, the situation is very bad. What aid? We're talking about a drop in the ocean. We're not getting aid. You see 1 or 2 trucks entering and think there is aid getting in?
When they distribute meals, a family of 10 gets 1 serving. Not enough for anybody. We won't eat if we rely on that. True, they are helping people, but it is not enough. There are crowds wherever you go, queues to get water, bread, everything. Life is so difficult. We can barely get by. I cannot provide for myself. I don't know what to do. I cannot feed my children.
There have been more aid drops into Gaza, underlining how difficult it is to get aid distributed by road. There is a growing disagreement between Israel and its closest allies. Stuck in the middle of that are millions of Gazans growing more desperate by the day. It seems that only a ceasefire now can bring an end to this misery. Alistair Bunkle, Sky News.